What's up everybody, Bandit here. So we're back here with the old Land Cruiser again today, and we're going to put some more hours into it. So since we've last talked, we have had a couple new parts added to it. We have new brake lines, a couple new brake parts, new shocks, and some other miscellaneous things. But we are getting closer to getting this roadworthy and being able to go off-road with it. Also, since we've last talked, we had a little bit of a cooling issue. Now, this vehicle was sitting a little bit before we got it, and since we've been running it a little bit, we have had a few coolant leaks. You can see that we have all this brown kind of dried up sludge laying around, and we're going to try to get all that cleaned up today. But since we've had the heating and cooling issue, we went ahead and flushed the radiator, got a new thermostat, and we're looking into these pipes and possibly even a new radiator to clear all this up. But like we said, it was sitting for just a little bit, but hopefully within the next couple weeks we can have it completely operational and be able to go down the road. But as of now, we actually can leave it idling for as long as we want to, and we can drive around town and it doesn't get any warmer than just your normal operating temperature. It actually only starts to get hot when we get into those upper RPMs and actually get on the highway. Anything above 55 to 60 miles an hour and upwards of that, the engine does start to get warm, but then after you cool back or slow back down, the engine does begin to cool again. So like I said, it's probably something with the radiator or possibly the water pump, or maybe we just have a little bit of air in one of our hoses. But we're going to continue to look into that. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave those in the comments below as always. But for right now, we are just going to try to get all this cleaned up. We do have some Purple Power. Obviously, Purple Power is a pretty strong degreaser and cleaning agent, so you don't want to leave that sit on here for too long. But we're just going to spray it down, let it sit for a few seconds, and rinse it all back off. We're not going to use too much of a high pressure water in here just because there are electronic connections and everything else that could possibly get messed up with a pressure washer, but we'll go ahead and use that pressure washer here on the outside of the vehicle. So again, we are just going to use your normal Purple Power. You don't want this to sit on any of the rubber or electronic components for too long because it will start to eat it away, but this does help to really clean up your engine bay and clean up really anything on your vehicle. It helps cut that grime off really good and everything like that. Now it is important when working with this stuff that you don't let it sit on there too long. Like we said, it is a really powerful cleaning agent, and it will start to eat up some of your rubbers and electronic components if you would leave it on there for too long. So what I've been doing is just wet it down really good with this stuff, let it sit for a few seconds, then rinse everything back off. So another issue when we got the Land Cruiser is that the fuel door never would latch, and you'd be going down the road and it would kind of flop around in the wind. So to fix this, we did end up fabricating our own bracket. It's not pretty, but with a little bit of work, it does go shut and lock now. So obviously there's still a lot of work to do with this thing, but we are getting closer. As you can see, we did have a really terrible tint job. It's really purple, it's really bubbly and everything else when we got it. But with a little bit of work, we got all that cleaned up. We still have the side windows to do yet, but at least we can see out of it if we were to drive it. As I said before, there are still a couple things we need to work out. We need to work out that cooling system issue that we were discussing before, and that's pretty much it. We do have the new brakes, brake lines, a lot of new suspension components, and we're getting closer and closer to being able to take it on road and off road. So thank you all very much for joining us. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll catch you next time.